Tight Ketovorian here, coming at you on day 54. Did a weigh-in today. Guess I'm down about 10 pounds, but no big celebration. Now that I kind of can understand that the clothes do mean more than everything else. The clothes are getting looser, but I've been losing mostly fat. So if you ever seen one of those big clumps of plastic that they tell you, oh, this is how much fat, that's a lot. 10 pounds of fat is a lot, because I think my muscle's still there, because I'm exercising and still getting aches in the muscle. But I'm not really troubled. I'm vexed in my spirit, I'll say right now. I watched the Oprah Winfrey special on the Blame Game or whatever it was, basically touting the benefits of using a GLP-1 injection, whether it be Ozempic or whatever. And it was really kind of sad because they never addressed the food. They never addressed the food. They just say, hey, obesity is a disease now. Y'all know that? It's a disease. Stop blaming these people. You know, I bet you if we did this genetic testing, you got this gene. And probably a lot of people got the gene when you think about how many people in this country are obese, including myself. But it's sad because this ridiculously expensive injection, they're trying to get it out to everybody. And there's two doctors on the show there. They was just saying, we get paid to tell y'all this is great. And then if you watch that special, please go and find the 60 Minutes Australia, where they talk about the side effects and the controversy surrounding the use of Ozempic. There's a doctor on that show that talks about 0.5% of the people have this gastrointestinal problems taking Ozempic. Some of those issues could lead in the loss of life. Going to the hospital, all kind of stuff. And it's really horrible. And I also invite you to watch. I'll put the links below. I forgot I have that ability. Dr. Eric Westman did a response to the whole thing, and he talks about when he has patients. He's an obesity specialist. He's an associate professor at Duke University. He used to work with Dr. Atkins back in the day. He still prescribes his patients the Dr. Atkins diet to help them to reverse diabetes. But he talked about it. He talks about all the different ways you can treat obesity. He talks about food first. He talks about pills. He talks about injections. He talks about some other stuff. And he talks about surgery. But he says your cheapest way to change your obese state is through the food you eat. So don't add to your intake bill. Your grocery bill is high enough, I'm sure. You want to go down to Weight Watchers, or you want to go down to Jenny Craig, and they will do a teledoc section with you and say, hey, we got you on the Ozempic or the Mounjaro or whatever it is, and we'll fix your problem. But we're not going to tell you about the food. Side note, the plan that's been touted by Jenny Craig and by Weight Watchers, obviously, it's been a waste of money. Now, I like Weight Watchers for a while. I just thought, I can't do this forever. Probably the lowest I've been in the last 20-some years was attributed to being a very devout member of Weight Watchers down in the Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City, Alabama area. Went to my meetings, stayed on my points. I lost off. But as soon as you come off that thing, weight went right back up. But it did work. But now they must be admitting that over the long haul, it might not work for you. But you have to address the food. Dr. Eric Westman, he's a professional. He's a physician and a professional at this obesity. He's an obesity specialist. He said he was a past president of the Obesity Doctors Association. So he really is trying to tell people where is the conversation about the food. Why do I want to eat? Everybody was talking about, Oprah told us, yeah, I'm taking this stuff, but I had a half a bagel. I don't have a whole bagel. I just have a half a bagel. Should you be eating a bagel? In that book, Wheat Belly, the guy said, oh, you shouldn't be eating a bagel. People that I read and watch talking about processed foods, even the can of green beans, that little stuff is swimming in, it drives hunger if the preservatives are derived from grains, corn based, blah, 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 blah. I don't come out of my garage and try to scrape the siphon the ethanol off my gasoline. Why do I have it in my kitchen? In my Crisco, my canolas, and all this other stuff. Why is the same thing in this gas can over here in our kitchen, in the frozen food? Single source foods, people, I don't, vegetarians, vegans, carnivore, single source your food as close as you can. Only thing I've been eating lately that's multi-source, y'all know I got the peanut butter struggle. But, the nuts, come in some salt they done got from somewhere. But outside of that, single source the stuff. But it was a real interesting conversation. Caused quite the conversation in my house last night. Just really disappointing, though, that they spent all that money on that special and they did not talk about the food and why are millions upon millions of us finding it extremely hard to stop eating. So that's all I got for now. Wishing you all the best of luck in getting your carbs as close to zero over the next 24 hours. Ooh, that was a real ugly shot at me. What? Have a good evening.